Hello, I'm Lori Raggio, the CEO and founder of Inspire Greatness Coaching, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Amber Dancy, CEO of Practical Rebel, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Robin Mayberry. I'm the CEO of Robin Mayberry Creates, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Robin Clare, and I'm the Executive Director of the Seniors Job Bank, and you are tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Megan Selke, and I'm the CEO of Next Step Education, and you are tuned into the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, my name is Shannon Malka-Daniels, founder of Speak Success, Public Speaking, Communication, and Confidence Coaching, and you're tuned in to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Hi, I'm Marianne Pack, CEO of Envision Greatness Press, and you are listening to the Ladies Power Lunch Show.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us with the Grow Your Business Smarter, Live Your Optimal Life TV show. Hi, I'm Dr. Davia Shepherd. I host a women's group called Ladies Power Lunch. Oh my goodness, did I forget the name of my Ladies Power Lunch group? I would never, ever, ever do that. I host a women's group called Ladies Power Lunch, and it's an amazing place for women in business who really believe in this idea that when we support each other, everybody wins. And we're all here, growing our businesses, and there might be something that you are struggling with in your business. I guarantee there is somebody in our group who's already been there, done that, and who has bought that t-shirt. And she is willing, she's actually not just willing, but excited to share her tips and tricks and talents with you. And the hope is that you too will be able to share your gifts and talents with our group. So if you're not already a member of Ladies Power Lunch, how dare you not be a member? And B, come on in, we welcome you. We're looking forward to you being a part of our amazing community. Anyway, on with the show. Today, we're 30 days out from retreat, and I thought it would be a good idea to share with everybody my 30 tips. Well, not 30 tips. We're 30 days out, and I wanted to share with everybody my top 10 things to do 4 weeks before we head off on a retreat, especially a cruise retreat. And I'm wondering, Gail, Jen, Nadine, you can unmute and you can just weigh in. Let me know what you think about my tips, because my tips come from my experience with retreats and just the sort of things that show up. But I'm sure you might have additional tips that we can add. And also for those of us following along, either on Win Win Women TV, watching in YouTube, or following along in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group, feel free to drop a comment in the chat and just let us know if you have any tips that you think we should include. So number one, 30 days before you go on your retreat, folks, I'm going to recommend that you check your travel documents. I mean, Jen, we kind of need to make sure, like, if we're going outside of the country, what are some of the things that we need to make sure that we have?
Yeah, absolutely. You do want to look at your passport. Now, for this particular cruise, you can get away with just your photo ID and your original birth certificate because they're not doing such international waters. But in future ones, when we're going international, definitely passport is going to be checked. So you want to make sure that that's there.
So number two thing that I think you should really focus on right now is make sure if you have medication that you need to take with you, that you go ahead and make sure you have your refills, because you don't want to wait until, I don't know, a week before to try to call your doctor's office, and then you can't get through to anybody, and it's a really, really big hassle. It's a good idea to call in, let them know that you're traveling, explain what your situation is, and they'll make sure that you have your refills in time. Another thing that I particularly like, and I'd love your way in. You had a comment, Jen?
I do. For just in terms of like medicine and medication, this is a cruise ship. So if you feel like you're going to be sensitive to any kind of motion sickness, Google research, they have holistic versions, they have, over-the-counter versions. You can talk to your physician just to make sure that you also have that, as well as if you have any allergies or anything of that nature, make sure you have EpiPens available and everything that you would need to serve you on a ship if you did come across any kind of allergy. So thank you. Sorry.
Yes. No, that's a good point. And I want to say that, a lot of people may have had seasickness experiences on small boats like fishing boats or catamarans or charters or things like that. And they might expect that they're going to have the same experience on a cruise. The truth is, a cruise ship is built very differently from a regular sailing boat or another kind of boat, motorboat like that. And so you actually have less chance of being seasick on a cruise than on another type of seafaring vessel. However, the recommendation is that you start taking any over-the-counter meds that you have for seasickness before you get on board, and you just keep taking it as you go, and you should be perfectly fine. The number 3 thing, I'm only at number 3, folks. The number 3 thing, and I'd love your way in, Gail, is we really, really are committed to folks having a transformational experience on this retreat. And so we do offer pre-retreat sessions leading up to the retreat. And can you just say a little bit about that, Gail, and why that's so important?
Well, I think it's important because it sets the stage. It sets the tempo of the direction of looking at your life differently, a different perspective, so that you can have a little more awareness, because awareness is almost always curative. So if you can have a little bit of an opening to what you're now looking at the minute that you sign up for a retreat like this, I always say it starts working, it's percolating, it's already in your mindset, and it's already in your heart. And some awarenesses, small imperceptible awarenesses may start coming up for you. And I think it's a fabulous way of setting the stage for you to make a difference in your life instead of just going in blind. It's important for you to look inside to see what areas that you would like to fine tune. Just like with the television, dial. Well, we used to have television dials, fine tuning things. It's important. It just is important to have that focus.
Yes, I love that. That's wonderful. And we've been having amazing sessions leading up to the retreat, and just really heartfelt, really transformational moments that have shown up on that. So I see really great value to doing that. The next thing that I love to do is shop. And I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I actually went and did a recon on the ports that we're going to be sailing on. Isn't it great to be me and to do the job that I do? And that part of the job that I do is to go and scout this whole stuff ahead of you guys and then report back and say, yes, you know what, this is going to work well. I ordered new things for that particular sailing. They came while I was on the sailing, so I have no excuse this time around. But hey, if a retreat wardrobe refresh feels right for you, if it's going to be something that's going to feel great, then go ahead and do it. If it's something as simple as just going to TJ Maxx and saying, hey, what's new there? You do that. If you need to shop for new luggage, do that. But what I was really thinking when I listed number 4 item of things to do 4 weeks before you live your optimal life retreat is I was thinking more about things like going to Target or going to the dollar store, because what you want to get is you want to get things like packing cubes and your shrink bags and your small travel size cosmetic items and OTC and first aid necessities, things that you're going to want to pack into your suitcase. You want to start procuring those things now. So yes, definitely shop till you drop if that feels right. But I'm thinking more along the lines of the little things that you don't want to forget. Now is a good time to get those. Thing 5, which folks who have probably not cruised before might be unfamiliar with, and so they might miss it, is you need to download your cruise's bag tag. And that's something that you don't want to leave till the last minute. You might run out of ink in your printer. I don't know your life, but you definitely want to do that ahead of time. Another fun thing that folks who haven't cruised recently might not be familiar with is that most of the cruise companies now have really robust apps. And so you can actually go ahead and log into the cruise app, and you can choose like what time you want to get on the boat. You can book dinners, you can book excursions, you can do all sorts of fun things that you can enjoy later on the trip. One of the reasons to look at your cruise app now is if you want an earlier boarding time, those will go fast. So you want to go in and get that done now. One of my favorites, number 7, is to go on YouTube and look at all the videos, look at a map of the ship's layout, look at what the room looks like, look at all the things so that when you get on that boat, it's almost like you're meeting an old friend. It's like I've been here before, and it'll feel so much more fun to just get started. It's almost like you'll be already on your retreat vacation. So that's a great thing. Number 8, and this is, I think, one of the most important ones. You definitely want to, during this next 30 days, focus in on your health and wellness. Traveling can be really stressful on your body. Who's ever traveled and, they've gotten sick or something like that? Anybody? Yeah. No, just me. Okay. So it can be really stressful on your body. So on the weeks leading up to your retreat, I really suggest focus on your mental health, your self-care, your fitness, your wellness, your nutrition. Make sure you're hydrating. Make sure that you're sleeping. Make sure that these 30 days leading up to your retreat, that you're putting yourself first, that you're prioritizing yourself. And thing 9 leads a little bit into that. It's expect a little bit of disruption in your life right now, because I've always noticed that when I'm about to go to a retreat, whatever is the topic of the retreat that I'm going to, something shows up in my life just before I go that's really related to what I'm going to be going to the retreat about. Some people call it the breakdown before the through, call it what you
True.
will, but the most important thing is to just be aware that this is possible. I'm going to even go so far as to say likely to happen. And that's one of the reasons why we love having this container that we hold ahead of the retreat, where we meet every few weeks before the retreat. And we're also here for you to talk to us privately and to hold your concerns with love and kindness. So just be aware. And then start your packing list. And Jen has an amazing packing list, which she's going to share with us on another episode. But I want you to have so much fun with everything to do with this retreat. Pull out that suitcase. Start putting things in, like things you're going to need, but you're not going to have to use in the next 30 days. Like maybe, I don't know, your beach hat, your sunscreen, get stuff in that suitcase. I love your beach hat, Gail. It's beautiful. I think next week, we'll probably do an unboxing of retreat swag that we're sending to all our retreat attendees. And you'll see the beautiful pink hats that we have for everybody. But I don't want to spoiler that. That's going to be so fun. Of course, I have bonus tips. We're way over time, but hey, I hope that's okay with everybody. Bonus tip, sunscreen. Check your sunscreen to make sure it's not expired, that you're not allergic to it. Put it in a Ziploc bag and toss it in the suitcase. Bonus tip 2, connect with the other people who are already part of your retreat and get to know them, because these are going to be your best friends on the boat. And bonus tip number 3, don't wait till the last minute to do the things that you need to do. Do you need a house sitter? Do you need a pet sitter? What are the things that you need to make sure that when you're on the boat, you're not worrying about things? Get that done now. Bonus tip number 4, and this is a fun one, get a tip jar. All our gratuities are included in your retreat package, but it's nice to be able to have small bills when you're going through airports and tipping baggage attendants and things like that. So every day, I did this once, and I swear to you, by the time we got to retreat, I had like $1,000. Get your pocketbook every day and just take out the small bills and put them in a jar. And by the time we get to retreat, you'll have small bills to do the things that you need to do while you're traveling. And then the most important bonus tip is have fun. Make it fun. Over the next month, whenever you think of your upcoming retreat, just smile and think of the ocean. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really, really great. What do you guys think of my tips?
I love them.
Great.
Yeah.
I think they're awesome. I wanted to add real quick, Davi, I know we're running late on time, but I think what makes this particular retreat different than a lot of retreats is the community that's formed ahead of time. So a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes of what's happening for this upcoming retreat, but Davia actually takes the time to create a Facebook chat for everyone that's going to be in the retreat. So you're really building that friendship, you're building that connection, you're building it before you hit the boat. So we've talked about connection and community on the retreat, but what I enjoy most about Davia's community and what she does is she makes sure it's set up ahead of time. So I've been on several retreats, and not a lot of retreat leaders take the time to actually create a chat for everyone in the group so they can talk, oh, did you get this? Don't forget that. And I love everyone just supporting each other in the chat. You know, if someone can't find something, someone else jumps in. If someone else, so that community is really being set up ahead of the ship. And I just wanted to mention it because I feel like people don't necessarily know what's going on behind the scenes, but I see it and I'm experiencing it. So I want to let people know that this community is already set up for you before you even hit the ship. So it's not just the meetings that they have ahead of the retreat, but a whole entire chat and community that you can connect with the ladies ahead of time. So I just wanted to highlight that and mention that. So I love the tips that you're giving everyone, Davia.
Thank you, Nadine. That is so kind of you to say because, I just do things because they feel like that's the right thing to do. But to know that people are finding value in that is really, really meaningful to me. And you're right. Like somebody posted a question about the app, and I don't know, I think I was at soccer with kids, so I didn't even have a chance to answer. Before I could even respond, somebody else was like, okay, this is how you do it. You log in this way, and posted pictures and everything. I was like, oh, well, excuse me, you guys are on the ball. You guys are on top of it. This is great. And that says something too, I think, about our Ladies Power Lunch group as a whole. It's just a wonderful community. And shameless plug, I cannot say it enough. If you are watching along with us today and you're not already a member of Ladies Power Lunch, then it's 100% free. As long as you're a woman in business and you feel like supporting each other is the right thing to do, then come on over, growsmarternotharder.com/Facebook and come join us. All right, so final words, folks. We're going to wrap this one up and call it a day. But Gail, any final words about our amazing announcement today that we are leaning into doing things completely differently, that we are going to be offering these retreat options twice a year with our Bahamas retreat coming up in the spring and fall, and then Mexico in the spring of 2025, Alaska in the fall of 2025. Any final words about that, Gail?
Exciting. Just excitement for adventure and growth and more connections. And that's what life's all about. Heart, souls, just supporting each other and having fun and enjoying something that is totally out of the realm of the ordinary. It's taking care of yourself on a whole other level. It's amazing.
Beautiful. And how about you, Jen? As far as this exciting opportunity goes, what do you think folks are going to be able to get out of it?
Yeah, so what just came to me as Gail was speaking is get out of your box and onto the sea, right? Really step outside of your comfort and your uncomfortableness, really. It's never comfort that we're stepping out of, right? And actually step into the comfort. So yeah, that's step outside of your box and into the sea. That's where I'm at.
And Nadine, any final words about the beauty that's coming into all our lives as a result of these Live Your Optimal Life retreats?
Well, first of all, I'm going to add excited also. I think that's the appropriate word of the hour. I'm super excited for all the retreats coming up. And I think what's been in my spirit lately is looking forward. And I think knowing that these crews are coming up, it gives us something to look forward to, right? The fall retreat, the spring 2025 retreat, the fall 2025 retreat. So let's all look forward to these retreats and what's going to happen and the transformation and the up leveling and all the good things that comes from retreating with such an amazing group of women. So I think looking forward is the word or phrase that comes up to mind for me when it comes to this super great announcement of being booked through fall 2025 with Ladies Power Lunch retreats. I'm excited.
Yeah. This for me is a dream come true. Jen is a Jamaica baby. I'm a water baby. It doesn't matter. Being on the water feels absolutely right to me. There's a TV show that my kids like to watch, the Last Airbender Avatar, and I feel like maybe I'm a water bender. There's something about water that just changes my life and changes my spirit. So I'm beyond excited. You have no idea how excited I am. I want to take a moment to say hi to all the folks who are watching along with us live on Win Win Women TV. I want to say hi to everybody who's watching with us in the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. Thank you so much for tuning in to hear our announcement about our spring 2024 retreat being full, but inviting you to not at all worry because our fall retreat is open. Yes, it's 25% full, but there's still 75% that could be you. So do hold your space there at growsmarternotharder.com/retreat and get ready because as soon as we're full on fall, we'll open up spring of 2025 and fall of 2025. And our destinations are Mexico and Alaska. So lots of fun stuff coming your way. Thank you so much, ladies, for taking time to hang out with us today. Thank you so much, Gail, for being such a great retreat partner. Thanks, Jen, for being behind the scenes and doing all the things. Thanks, Nadine, for your guidance and support when it comes to everything to do with marketing on this one, because God knows we should all stay in our lanes, right? And I am great at hosting retreats on cruises, not so great when it comes to that marketing piece. So there's that. Thank you so much, everyone. And I look forward to having more conversation about what this means for everybody in our group. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all on the next show. Y'all take care now.